guess I'll do videos. There we go. Oh, I can hear the baby. Hey, what's up? Broussard Homestead, what's up, what's up? Sharing it out real quick, because, you know, YouTube notifications. They're like non-existent. So what's up, everybody? Hey, Henry. How you doing? Good Lord. That thumbnail's just all up in my face. Gotta love that camera. Megan went to go get food, so Cole has the baby. So it's just little old me. Oh, and the dog on the bed. Yay. So how's everybody doing? Got my soda. Because you know that's important. Should have cleaned up my desk before I did this mess. But no, I got sidetracked. So what up, everybody? Long time no see. Oh yeah, I gotta pop out chat so I can see. Because I'm blind as a bat. Oh yeah, I probably need to up the... have it on 90. Yeah, I really need to make it bigger. Hey, Miss Teresa and Lee. How are y'all? I've had a sinus issue, and Saturday, and I didn't go live because I had moved, I had gotten a square yard of soil, basically a truckload of soil, and I started dispersing it through the yard, and I could definitely tell that I haven't done a whole lot since last summer. Because, yeah, that wiped me out. I went to bed, got up Sunday and started all over. Got that load finally out of the truck. Monday, went and got another load of dirt, soil. We are good. We are eating supper. That's always good. Yes, ma'am, it is. I haven't ate yet. I'm waiting on mine to be delivered. Hey, Gmaw. Yeah, I was shoveling dirt or soil, because I can just hear Brett saying, it's not dirt, it's soil. I was shoveling 2 truckloads of soil from the back of my truck into my garden beds, and my body is just not used to that. It wore me out. And then last night I didn't go live because I ended up with a sinus migraine. Of course, I've been outside since Saturday, and you know, allergies. But yeah, that was a lot of dirt. I'm just saying. I call it all dirt too. Yeah. Well, Brett says it's not dirt, it's soil, but it's dirt. It's just soil is live soil, and dirt is dead dirt or dead soil. I mean, I know there's a difference, but I still say dirt. Either way, I moved a lot of it. A lot of it. A lot of it. Wore me out. Better shoveling it than getting it put on you. Yeah, but I did have a lot in my shoes because I didn't put on my waders. I left my tennis shoes on, and I had a step ladder right next to the truck, and I had a hoe, and I would get it all to me and just hoe it into the wheelbarrow. I think I'm even sunburned a little bit, and get it all into the wheelbarrow and take the wheelbarrow to where I needed it. And after a while, I couldn't reach anymore, so I had to climb into the back of the truck and get it from the back of the bed to the tailgate. It took a lot. There it is, what I track in the house. Yeah. Usually ours is mud. Luckily, this wasn't mud. This was soil that I got. It was a some kind of weird name, but it's basically like super soils. I guess what it's kind of supposed to be. I bet it's better than the compost they normally sell. And I think it was only like $3 more per square yard. Yeah, square yard. So that's what I got. You have been kissed by the sun. Yep. Definitely been kissed by the sun. I didn't realize it until looking into the camera just how red and tan I was. But it's about time though, because spring's coming. Oh, and I did finally start my seeds. I've got them in little baggies over there, numbered. I have been kissed, but okay, I meant 6 feet under. Oh yeah, that's true, Han Solo. Most definitely don't want to be buried yet. Hey, Rachel and y'all. Hey, Pete. How you doing, Mr. Pete? Oh, I'm jelly of you. Yeah, but man, I'm sore. I didn't realize because I do things at my own pace because heart and lungs issue. But I didn't really stop. I started working as soon as I got the truck into the backyard and getting soil, into the wheelbarrows and getting it distributed. And plus I still had to clean out some of the beds. I had most of the beds cleared out, but I still had like 3 of them. I needed to pull weeds and old tomato plants and pepper plants. I have a corner in my backyard that's about as tall as I am. I even pruned my grapevine tree thing. I got tomatoes ready to go outside. I am so behind on that. I've got 150 seeds. I think I started, but I did the paper towel, wet paper towel, and the Ziploc bag, and I have them sitting on a one of them plant warmers, heating pads, and I have melons and tomatoes that I already have to take out of the bags and put into the soil. I just haven't done that yet. In fact, I might do that when I get off the live because it really needs to be done. If not, I will definitely get it done in the morning. But I know I have, I think it's the Cherokee purple tomatoes that are sprouting. My melons, the tiger melons and the Kajari melons have sprouted. And I want to say some of my kuka melons have sprouted. I need to still get my cucumber started, my zucchini, and eggplant maybe. Hey, Amy. Waiting for the grandkids to start working in the garden and cleaning out the hoop house. I almost went and got mine for that, my 2 oldest, but I didn't. I went ahead and did it myself because I knew I needed the exercise. All winter long been sitting in the house doing nothing. Nothing like gardening. My peppers, they still haven't sprouted yet. But I'm hoping they will. But my plants will be behind this year. But I'm kind of glad I didn't because, was it 2 weeks ago when we lost power, or had that rolling blackout, it got to be 50 degrees in the house, and that might have stunted their growth if I'd had them. At least that's what I tell myself, not to feel so guilty about not having my plants started already. Kajaris haven't sprouted yet, and thank you very much for sending them to me. Oh, no problem. Well, I did the wet paper towel and Ziploc bag method, and they tend to sprout a little faster. I know my peppers usually do. Haven't started my peppers yet. Yeah, I've started them, but they haven't sprouted yet. And I got to keep an eye on them. I don't want them to mildew or mold or whatever. And I went looking at Atwoods, and that's a little ranch store that we have around here, and Home Depot at their plants and stuff. The only thing they really have out is strawberries and cabbage and stuff like that. I did see a few tomato plants though, but I cannot wait to start getting things into the ground. I got my starts in a growing cabinet. Right now, that white thing right there, that's my grow light. And I'll have them in here for at least a couple weeks. And by the last week of March, I hope to have them in the greenhouse. But it was, oh God, what is the temperature? It got warm today. It's 75 right now. I don't know what it got up to, but it was warm. It's supposed to be, it got up to 78 today. It's supposed to be 79 tomorrow. So we're starting to get into our warm days. Out of 6 tomatoes, only one survived the frozen weather. Yep. Hey, All Things Acres, how you doing? That's Dawn, if I remember correctly. House Tools says to put perlite on top of your seed starts. That's a good idea, and I have perlite. They were in the house, but no grow light yet. Yeah. Amy, if you go to Walmart, you can get a grow light. You can get that grow light for like $14. I do believe it's like 14. It may be 18. It was 80 here today. Wow. I think Amy said it was almost 80 there too. Yeah, see, I am right. It is dawn. Yay. Hello from the man cave at Amy Broussard. Brett, I love you. Not at our Walmart. Do you need me to send you one? I wonder how much it would cost to send that. Because we have them. I mean, it's just a shop light, but it's rated at so many lumens and so many kelvins. So it's right there at the grow light requirements. I researched that at one time. I have a video on that somewhere. I have cabbage and Brussels sprouts going. Started peppers and tomatoes today. Awesome, Pete. I just saw the blue wrench, but I need to go fix separator. Oh, no problem. I gave you that last time, Gmo. Ours are 40 bucks. Okay. I'll send you one, Amy. I'll try to find one the next time I go to Walmart. I have to get some money off of Megan. Because I think I have 8 cents in my bank account. At least until March 1st. Or April 1st, excuse me. This is March. Where's the time going? You can order it online and just have it delivered to her per one. Oh, yeah. See, Gmo, you so smart. I can do that. Well, I have her address. I can do that. Yep. In fact, they may be cheaper online. Who knows? Let's see. I almost put Wally World instead of Walmart. Oh, hey, bud. Got my pot plant started. Is it legal in your state, bud? I don't think it is. Of course, then again, I don't know that. I use the Walmart ordering thingy. Yeah, I do see it too sometimes. What is that one I have? Hang on, let me grab the box. It's right over here. Hyper Tough, 3200 lumens. Daylight non-dimmable. 4-foot shop light. Gotta love it. I can tell that it's warm outside because it is warm in here. Yeah, I have to look online. that one's 5,000 lumens, and it's only 18. Yep, that one's 14.97. I found it. Yay, go me. Cool. I'm gonna bookmark that. Should already had a bookmark because it's like the second one I bought. Potting plants instead of pot. It is just a shop light, not a grow light, but it is a grow light. It has the qualifications. The only difference between a grow light and a regular light is what you're looking for. I mean, it's not the blue and the pinks, but that's not necessary. To get blue and pink lights, those are only really necessary when you're talking about like house plants or full grown plants. For seedlings, the white grow lights are fine, and as long as you have over a certain amount of lumens and kelvins. But I used this one last year, so I know it works. It made a major difference. Usually it tells you on it, but I don't see it anywhere. But as long as it's over a certain amount of lumens and kelvins, which is the brightness of the light, it does the same job. Pop out chat. And shrink that one. Not a real difference. No, there's not. In fact, I researched it. To grow plants. I did a video on it. It has to be a certain lumens. But the red and the green are mainly for adult plants, that they help them fruit. The white is mainly for growth. We have snow in Carson City, Nevada. Oh, wow. I saw Two Family Homestead and can't remember who it was that had on their show, but she was firing up. It was so funny. Donna has snow and we had to cut our grass. I need to cut my grass, but we have a lawnmower problem. Hey, Miss Lippy. We need to mow our grass soon, too. Yeah, we do, too. It's actually, the roommate mowed some of it before that little metal ring around the blade cracked. So he's having to get that replaced. Let's see, that's another thing. Your plants actually need darkness. They can't handle just straight dark or straight light. I can't find it now. I'll have to find it again. But buddy mowed weeds. Does that count? Yep, that counts. Most of ours are weeds, and our front yard is covered in dandelions. Did I miss? No, maybe. I even took aspirin. I'm still hurting. Hey, Christy, how you doing? But I got that grow light 2 years ago, and it made a huge difference. Because my plants were getting leggy in front of the window. They wasn't getting enough light. So I bought that shop light, and that made a huge improvement. And I've even used it to grow microgreens. which are good, by the way, especially in the salad. I need to do that again. Well, I took Tylenol. I took ibuprofen. I had some in the truck. I couldn't find any in the house. All I could find was Tylenol and Advil, but I wanted ibuprofen. So I went out to the truck and found it. Yeah, because I was on the phone with Amy today on Marco, and I went outside and we were talking about what we had planted, and I just planted my potatoes Saturday. I think I finished on Sunday on the potatoes. And I hadn't put my steps back, the grow steps that I made. And I think my dog dug them up, or dug them out of the grow bags. I took beer and it worked great. I do have that, but we usually use beer to marinate the meat, not to drink. My plants died in front of my window, UV protected windows. Yep. That's the only thing that sucks about those windows. That's why I said get one of these lights, because they work. But like I said, the purple and the pink grow lights, those are more for plants that need fruiting. Like if you're growing a full grown plant, you can get away with just the white grow lights when they're babies. My hardest part is getting them from the house and getting them acclimated outside permanently without killing them. That's where I always fall short. Hey Skywatcher, how you doing? Did I even do it? Yep, I did. But I'll have to find the actual specifications needed. I bet you I have it in that video. I'll just rewatch it. I'll just rewatch my own video to remember. That's the good thing about YouTube. But I can definitely tell it's warm in here. It's like, I know winter is not over yet, but it's like, can I take the plastic off of my AC and turn my AC on? Good, my friend. Hope you are too. I am sore, but I am happy. I got everything I need, so I cannot complain. Roof over my head, food in my belly. We use 42,000 lumens, 4K spectrum, very affordable, and they do fine. Yep. Mine's 32. I wanted to get the 5,000 one, but I remember it being $4 higher. That's why I didn't. But the higher the lumens, the better. That I do know. But there was a minimum. I can't remember if it was 2,800 or 3,000 was the minimum lumens you needed for a grow light. It's been too long ago. My memory has gone kaput. I'm thinking too hard on it. I took my meters out and some died. They got sunburnt. Yeah, that happens to me every year. I think that's why I plant so many. Because when I start getting them outside and trying to get them acclimated, I kill a few. Usually the wind doesn't get them because I usually keep that fan on them. And that helps a lot to strengthen their stems. But, yeah. If they're not used to that heat, that sun, it'll kill them quick. You have to remember that the first couple of days, it's just like 1 hour. And then the next day, 2 hours. And slowly work your way up. I have a hard time doing that for some reason. I don't know why. I think after 6 years, I'd learned my lesson. But I still kill some. But my strawberries are doing good. My strawberries are doing good. My garlic's doing good. I just planted my onions and my potatoes. And I still have kale. I haven't pulled it out yet. Probably need to do that. I just put dirt around it when I was filling up that bed. I need to do something about the strawberries because I need to fill up that corner. But it's covered in strawberries, and I don't know how. I don't want to cover the strawberries themselves, but I need to bring that soil level up. And the roots are all tangled, so I can't exactly pull the strawberries out and put soil in and put the strawberries back in. I guess I could probably try that, but there's probably 200 strawberry plants in that. It's like a 5 foot by 4 foot section. They did take up about 3 foot by 3 foot of it, but now they've grown out almost 5 or 6 feet. I could see little strawberry runners going to the other end of the bed, because the bed's, I think it's 8 feet long, and it's probably got 6 of it taken already. And there's maybe 6 inches, a 6 inch gap between the strawberries and then to the thyme. My oregano took a major hit during the ice storm. It's still alive, because if you pull all the dead part away, you can see green at the bottom, but the whole top of the plant looks bad. I put my plants out, but only in indirect sun for a few days. Then each day move them toward the sun. So that's what I need to do. But this year we have the patio roof, or last year I don't think we did. And what I'll do is I'll put them on the patio under the shade and do it that way, like you, Miss Lippy. I know I have a table I usually sit out, and I will put them out there for about an hour. But I don't know, I might just keep them on the patio, and then after a few days let them start getting a little bit of sun here and there after a week or so. I don't know. Depends on how much time I have. I am so far behind this year, it's not even funny. It has taken a lot to get motivated. I said I wasn't going to plant another garden here. Had hoped to be moved, but started digging, lol. Gardening is my therapy. Exactly. And that's the only thing I hated about it taking so long to get into the groove of gardening, because it is my therapy. But it took forever to get motivated this year to starting the seeds, to getting the soil put in the beds, getting the old plants pulled out. I have cabbage and bok choy. I gotta get them out. They are looking good. Yeah, my kale is looking good. I think that frost really made them happy. But I know there's other things I want to put in that bed. And I haven't even decided where the peppers and the tomatoes are going to go. And I still need to start eggplant, and I don't know if I want to try corn this year or not. Every year I do corn, fire ants take it over. I need to get my flowers started too, like my marigolds. And I think it's parsley that I need to start. I think I had that written down somewhere. Because I want to be able to make my own Italian seasonings. And I've got the sage, rosemary, oregano, and thyme. But I need a marjoram and something else. I grew spinach this year and it did great. Only good thing about the cold. Yep. I didn't do any spinach this year. I should have. But my kale did well. I should have started some cabbage and lettuce, because, you know, they like cold. I don't know, though. With it getting warm like it has been the last couple of days, it might have bolted if I'd drawn it. Because we've had, in fact, 2 days after the ice storm, it hit 80 degrees. And then it dropped back down to the 40s. And then it went back up to the 60s and 70s. And then it went to 50s. And now we're 70s and 60s and 70s. They say 79, but I bet you anything it gets hotter than that tomorrow. So far, I had not good luck with spinach. I had real good luck with it, not last year, but year before last. In fact, I just let it go. Instead of pulling it out and replanting something there, I just kept it there. And that thing, it got 5 feet tall, but about a foot of that is the bed itself. So technically it got about 4 feet tall. Amy said she ain't never seen no spinach like that. But I left it there because the bugs started eating it and leaving my other plants alone. I kind of used it as my sacrificial plants. This was the first year I was successful with spinach. Yay, go Amy. Have a good day. See you. at Broussard Homestead Live. All right, Henry, thank you so much for stopping by. Um, Amy, I finally got all the well, not all of it, but I got all the potatoes planted back in their little grow bags, and I took two sawhorses and two of those landscape timbers, and just set it up high where the dog couldn't get to those suckers. Oh, I was irritated. Spinach love to have haircuts, and it just keeps on giving. Yep. But if you don't, it can grow really tall, and then it bolts. But mine got like 4 foot tall because I had just quit trimming it, and it had gotten hot, so it was already starting to get bitter. I just let it go, and the bugs tore it up. I'm like, well, if they're paying attention to that, they'll leave it alone. Oh, Zena's punished now. No, she's sitting on my bed because I can't guarantee it was her. I'm pretty sure it was. I'm almost 100% sure it was. But I don't have proof, and I didn't catch her in the act, so I can't really get on to her about it. Which is irritating. Oh, you can ask Amy. But I took two sawhorses and put two landscape timbers up so they were about waist high. And I took all the grow bags that were on the ground because those are the ones that were dug into. I picked those up and I stuck them on the landscape timbers. Put the potatoes back in and try to get as much soil up off the ground and put back into the bags as I could. But I know it was probably that heathen. Because I had blood meal mixed in with it, and blood meal makes that dog go stupid. She normally never digs in the garden or any of my plants up. But you put blood meal in that, it's like she's digging for some kind of corpse or something. Yeah, I'm talking about you. She looking at me all innocent. And we all know you ain't innocent. When I saw her, she picked up the potato and took off running. Mm-hmm. Remember last year? Yeah. And that was why that was the first thing I thought of. And then I'm like, no, wait a minute. It could be a possum. Because I've had that happen too. I had possums dig up my tomato plants. Because I had, when I dug the hole to transplant my tomatoes in there, I put in bone meal, blood meal, coffee grounds, Epsom salt, and an egg. Put dirt over that and then put the plant in and put the rest of the dirt in. And I went in the house to do something, and I think I was in there for maybe 30 minutes to an hour. Came back out, and like 6 of the 18 plants I had put down had been dug up. I didn't have Xena back then, so I knew it wasn't, a dog. It had to be a possum or a squirrel or something. Hunted for like 3 days to catch the varmint. Yep, and come to find out it was my dog. You didn't eat the egg? Nope. What I did is I busted the egg in the bottom of the hole, and I mixed it with blood meal, bone meal, and I put the plant in there and I patted it down. And I did a little video, and I went in the house and came back outside to do something, and I noticed like 6 out of the 18 tomato plants I had planted had been dug up and strode everywhere. So I replanted them best I could. I think I ended up losing 2 out of those 6. And I still don't know what that was. But that was like, it was before I got her. It was the year before I got her. But this time, I'm pretty sure it was her because I know she loves blood meal. You got mad at one thing and took it out on the poor defenseless egg. Yeah. Well, the egg was already broke. Hope all well. It's doing a lot better than I was. But that's why I know I have something besides just my dog that digs in the garden. I have possums, I have squirrels, I have rats, and we have birds. And then I have the dog. And the dog hardly ever digs in the garden, except for last year when I redid that bed. When I put new soil in that bed and put in I put almost a whole bag of blood meal for, that's 4 foot by 8 foot or 4 foot by 10 foot bed. And I had planted all new seeds and caught her. And for days, I could see something digging. They had been dug in it, but I couldn't tell who it was. I caught her doing it. Puppy wants to plant food. She wants to dig for the blood meal. I don't know what it is that's in that blood meal that has her hound dog going crazy, but she's digging for something, and she ain't happy that she can't ever find anything. So I'm pretty sure it was her that dug in my potatoes today. I got robins digging in my garden. Yep. Well, I even find pecans, like whole pecans, buried in my garden, like at least 2 or 3 times a week. Sometimes I don't catch them and they turn into little pecan trees, and I have to yank them out of there. But squirrels love to dig and hide things in my garden. Now they're getting into my garden shed. My garden shed is more of a squirrel house now than it is a garden shed. They've chewed a hole at the top of the door, right at the top of the door, and the framing above it. They've chewed a hole to where they can easily get into the garden shed now. And in fact, we were joking during the ice storm that that shed was probably full of squirrels. The birds are, Amy Broussard, the birds, the worms are in the other part of the yard. That was happening to us a few years back. Put a feeder up and they left the garden alone. I did bird baths, and that did help. I haven't put up a feeder yet, but that's my next goal. Hey, William. I'm at war with a possum right now. He loves the bugs and worms in the compost in my raised beds. Yes. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to get me some worms to put in my raised beds. Because I'll go to Walmart and I'll get a couple of containers of the red wigglers, and I'll stick them in the beds to help break down, because I got all kinds of crap in there. Leaves, compost. Yep, I just put feed in my bird bath. That's not a bad idea. I have two of them, so maybe I can put feed in one and water in the other. Or I could just get I might just get a bird feeder and hang it from the arbor. There was a feed store that had a half barrel of little bone meal snacks sitting out front. I would see dogs stealing them and hightailing it out. Yeah, I could see that. She would so do that, I promise you. And when it rains, the birds mud bath. Yep. Oh, I sat and watched a squirrel climb down from a tree, get into my garden bed, pick a tomato, climb back up in that tree, and sit on a branch that had been cut off. You know, like when you cut off a branch and there's a nub on the tree about that long? Was sitting there on that little ledge, eating a tomato, ate about half of it, threw it down, and went down into the garden bed to grab another tomato. I'm like, I really need to get a BB gun. Shoot him in his little furry butt. Because if she sees them, she'll run them off. Most of the time. But every once in a while, she gets to sunbathing, and she'll just lay out in the yard sunbathing, and those squirrels are running havoc on my tomatoes. Oh, yeah. Watch the squirrel sit there and eat a half a tomato, and then throw it away and grab another. Also, those cheap bird bricks on a string is good, too. That ain't a bad idea. Just empty the water out of the bird bath after the rain, because if not, the feed will ferment. Mad drunk birds. That actually might be kind of funny. I just see them flying around and running into... Well, we don't have a well, we have 2 windows back there. But that might be actually kind of funny. Just boop, right into a tree. Or fall off the... Because sometimes they'll sit on top of the arbor and they'll just look at me, because I know they're fixing to pick at my tomatoes. But what I'm worried... No, Amy, see what would happen? as the the bird feed will ferment, and then the squirrels will eat the bird feed. You watch some videos all the time about squirrels getting into bird feeders. I have plenty of squirrels that would do that. So I could probably just hang it on the in the middle of the arbor. I could see them climbing on the, because they climb on the arbor all the time. Birds and the squirrels. What is it, Zena? You want out? Hang on, let me let the dog out. You want out? Go. I can hear my grandson crying too. I think I hear the little man. Yep, you do. It's his bedtime and he ain't happy. No, he's not.
He's not happy.
What did I get?
He's got.
I can go.
Yeah, I know.
I get Nuggy Nuggy.
You get Nuggy Nuggy because you asked for Nuggies.
I asked for Nuggies. And I get barbecue sauce.
Yep.
Sorry, y'all. I ain't had dinner yet.
You really haven't eaten much today.
No, I haven't. But it's okay. I ain't done nothing either.
Touche.
I mean, all I did was sit around.
Oh, could they hear him?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Freaky Geek said he could hear the baby.
Yeah, he does not like to go to sleep that first. He will cry and cry and cry. I could pick him up, console him, lay him back down, and he'll start to cry again until he falls asleep.
Well, that's because he likes to fight it.
He fights it so hard. I've never seen a baby fight sleep so hard in my life. Even Sophia didn't fight sleep at all. Or barely any. Remember we
Freak goes, I wasn't sure until you said it, because he said, I think I hear little man. I'm like, yep.
Yeah, he's crying again. He just doesn't like to sleep. I don't know why.
Did you eat already, or are you eating now?
I'm eating now.
Where's my dog?
Zena. Probably sitting in front of Cole.
He eating in there?
Yeah.
What
Come on,
time
baby.
is it?
There you go.
There you go. Ah, don't you even. Ah, not yet. You can have. That's why I got 2. You get 10 nuggets, I get 10 nuggets. But we have to share a dog. And so I hung up CDs in the garden to keep the birds out. I had heard that. I also heard Christmas ornaments. The red Christmas ornaments. Because the birds will hit those and tap it. And then that way when they see the tomato, they won't fall for it and hit it again. See, she's eating with me. I promise. I'm not eating in front of my dog without feeding her. Don't keep the chickens out, though. Well, I don't have chickens, so. Not yet, anyway. My grandma used to hang pie pans in the garden to scare the birds. Can you still get those, Amy? Like at Walmart or something? I don't know, because I don't have pie pans. If he sleeps, he misses out on all the funs and snacks. Yeah, he thinks so. The pies were still in the pans. Hey, How to Garden, how you doing? You can buy them with the pie. Oh, well, yeah, but that kind of defeats my purpose of trying to lose weight. I'm sure everybody wants to hear you smack on a chicken nugget, dog. I apologize, but I haven't eaten today. My sugar's going to start dropping if I don't eat. And I didn't want to cancel out on my live because I didn't go live Saturday or Wednesday. So y'all have to bear with me. But that's why I get 2 packs. Because I take a bite, she takes a bite. I share with my dog. Get Weight Watchers pie. Wouldn't that be nasty, though? I really don't care for that fake sugar stuff. This is how me and the dog eat all the time. Even at the kitchen table, she'll sit down at my feet and I'll eat a little bit and I'll throw her some. Not a clue, but I'm trying to help in my crazy ways. Tried a fake snake, but about killed myself when I saw it out of the corner of my eye. I actually have garter snakes. Last year, actually last couple of years I've seen them. I haven't seen them this year, but I know they're there. Last year I went to move one of the corner bricks of the garden bed, and there was a garter snake all wrapped up in that sucker, and I about jumped out of my skin, went and got my son-in-law to make sure that's what it was. It was. But I didn't want to be fooling around with no water moccasin or something, or copperhead, or... I know what a rattlesnake looks like. You hear those before you see them anyway, usually. You gonna fall off the bed. So you back it up a little bit. Good girl. You're spoiling that dog something terrible. Yeah. I do. She's a rescue. And when they found her, she was almost starved to death. And it took them a while to get her weight up enough where they could adopt her out. And she was, you could still kind of see her bones when we adopted her. And it's been my mission since to fatten her up. She never goes hungry. But she is definitely spoiled. She always gets a bite of what I'm eating. Unless it's harmful. I don't give her anything that'll hurt her. You know, no grapes, no onions, no chocolate. No raisins. But if I'm eating it, she's eating it too. She is a good dog. Except when she's digging in my potatoes. But like I said, I don't know if it was her 100%, so I can't get onto her for it. She says this is lip smacking good. Yeah. She loves chicken nuggets. It was one of the first things that I got her to eat that was bringing her out of her shell. Because when we adopted her, the foster mom had to walk her from inside the pet store to my truck. She wouldn't go with me. And I got her up into the truck. And she was so scared. So, I stopped and got chicken nuggets and shared them with her. And she wouldn't even, sitting right next to me, she wouldn't even try to take it out of my hand. She was so skittish. And I thought that was pretty cool. Nowadays, she'd start sniffing it. She'd get close enough. She might not take it, but she'd at least move forward. I wouldn't trust her not to take it out of my hand. Ain't that right, Diggum? She loves chicken nuggets. She loves pizza, too. Rescue dogs usually end up being the best dogs. I think they are so appreciative. And she is. I mean, it literally almost took a year for her to come out of her shell. And we started seeing it around the 6-month mark. But as time would go by, she'd come a little bit more and a little bit more out of her shell.
He's finally asleep.
He's finally asleep.
He's finally asleep. I'm gonna pop in for a second. Just to say hi to everyone.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
Don't make me talk with food in my mouth. You know that's rude.
How to Garden says my dog loves pizza night.
Oh.
So do our dogs.
So do our dogs. Yeah, they definitely love pizza night. I was telling them that's why I get 2 things of chicken nuggets, because
You share half of them with her.
I share half of them with her.
Yep.
Hello, sideways head lady.
How I hear him crying.
Angel loves hot dogs. Oh, and sunflower seeds. Amy loves sunflower seeds.
Amy does love sunflower seeds, like as much or more than Cole does.
Right? I love sunflower seeds, but I like them out of their shell. I don't want to have to work for it. Amy will bust some things open every time. Not me. We've had her for 2 years now. And she's really... I don't think there's any more out of her shell that she can come out of, but I could be wrong. But she's really a good dog. She tries her best to keep the rodents out of the garden. The silly dog has learned when I'm done eating and I put the package away, she runs to the next person. I'm like, you little heifer. Oh, Brett says I'm part bird. I'm right. From what I'm seeing, you get a bite, she gets a bite. Or she gets 3/4 a bite. Yeah, kinda. That and she usually gets a nugget or two of her own. I don't eat as much as a lot of people do. To be so fat, I don't really eat that much. I love this dog. She's my baby. I was curious to see if she'd jump down and go to the door, but I guess she won't. Should have had Megan bring me another soda. Brett, you drop everything you eat on your shirt. Amy's shirt looks like the bottom of the bird cage when she gets done eating seeds. Actually, I have seen that. I don't like to work that hard for seeds. I love sunflower seeds, but I don't want to have to break them apart all the time. I love peanuts too. But was that good? Was that a good dinner? Mm. Did you like that? Hey, brown eyes. She rolled over yesterday and it looks like her stomach is sunburned. Oh, me too, all my shirts get stained. Yeah, I can't keep a white shirt white for nothing. Seconds are leftovers. Oh, it's my baby. He's my baby. That's my seconds. Brett, that's just gross. But I can't keep a white shirt white for nothing. It's like, I'd have to go through a whole container of bleach to keep anything white. I have one shirt that's white and it already has stains on it. And it's a newer shirt. Every time I get a white shirt, it never stays. It never stays white. No. It's my baby. Are you thanking me for the chicken nuggets? I think you are. Oh, I kissed your nose. I kissed your nose. I'm trying to be all adorable and cute. She's looking for more nuggets. Nah, she's thanking me for what she got. She want me to pet her. Because she paws at me if I don't pet her. Even when we're laying down, you know how you can snuggle up with a dog and just go to sleep? You gotta keep petting her. If you stop petting her, she will paw you until you start petting her again. You have to keep petting her until she's asleep. And then you hear her soft little snores, then you can stop. Ain't that right, baby? Raise your head, darling. So you can raise your head. Okay, you can lay down. That's cool too. Get dirt on your nose. She's a good dog though. When she wants to be. Which is 85% of the time. That's my mouse. What is it, Scooby-Doo? What is it, Scooby-Doo? How you doing, Scooby-Doo? Are you tired now that you got a full belly? I still say you need a Tic Tac. You need a doggy-sized Tic Tac. Oh. I'm gonna buy shin guards before Zinda comes back for a visit. No joke. Her tail is vicious. What a precious girl she is. Potato dirty. Yeah, probably. Running away. Take care of y'all. Alright, Freaky Geek. You have a good one, man. You do kind of smell like an outside dog. I'm just saying. Oh, not my chin. What's up, Scooby-Doo? Scooby-Dooby-Doo. See, she paws me. It's just because she wants more pettings. Hey, Fishes and Loaves. How you doing? You're shedding. You're shedding everywhere. I know. It's okay. I kissed your nose. Gonna call it a night. My neck has been killing me. Blessings, everyone. Alright, Miss Lippy. You take care and get some rest. And thank you so much for coming by. Definitely hope you feel better. It took me till 50 to realize Scooby-Doo rhymed. Or Scooby and Dooby rhymed. It took me like 40 to realize that that's what they were doing. That's why they always had the munchies. But half the time I call her Scooby-Doo. Or, her name's Xena, but I call her everything. Always love you. Love you too, Miss Lippy. Ain't that right? So we love Miss Lippy. So yeah, we love Miss Lippy. What you doing? What you looking for? Please don't look me in the face. Right, that is what I meant. Rhymed with Doobie. Yep. Says Scooby Dooby Doo. I see you. We've got some work to do now. Oh, you need a Tic Tac. She's being all adorable and cute. It's like, love me, Mommy. Love me. I did love you. That's why I gave you half my nuggets. And that's why I'm letting you stand on my leg, because you're heavy. Here, baby, back up a little bit. Don't get caught up in that chair. You're getting dog hair all over me. You don't care though, do you? I know it's kind of hot in here. What is it? What is it? Hmm? What is it? It's warm in here, ain't it? Whew. Are you sleepy? You want to take a nap? Well, go lay down and take a nap. It's okay. I don't have to touch you for you to sleep, I promise. Doop. 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 She ain't having that. My dog always get their names extended like Ruthie Ann Brown Hound. Yeah. Our little one, I did hers. Her name's Gracie, and half the time I call her Gracie May. And Zena, I call her Zena Marie. Especially when she's in trouble. Hey, Miss Patty, the tinkerer's wife. Ow, 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 that's your claws. In my leg. I have flesh there. It's just a flesh wound. Can you not scratch my leg? Thank you. It's okay. You don't have to be petted. I promise. It's okay. You can go lay down. You've had your snack. Pretty girl. She gonna quit sticking her tongue out if I don't quit touching it. Hey, Mandy, Roy Amethyst Acres. That is my leg. That's flesh, doggy. That's flesh. I know. That's why middle names were invented. It's so we know when we are in trouble. Ain't that the truth? Anytime my mom used my middle name, I knew to run. But I do that to Zena. I call her Zena Marie, and Gracie's Gracie May. Sit. No, that's my leg, and that's hurting. Really? Talk to me. Tell them all about it. Our mosquitoes are Texas sized tonight. Need to close the border. They are crossing over. Mama, you should calm down. For a minute. Well, yeah, I'm going to be 64 tomorrow. Boys, time's flying by. Well, happy birthday, Christy. She's such a talker. Yeah, she talks a lot. Especially when you ain't paying attention to her. Do you want out? Yes, no, maybe? I'll take that as a no. But yes, happy birthday. Happy 64. Say, tell her happy birthday. Can you say happy birthday, puppy? She's up underneath my desk now trying to get my attention. I see you down there. Yep, I promise. I see you. You got one of your dog hairs on your nose still. Silly dog. Zena's a good puppy. She was getting a bad rap. That's because today she tried to dig into my potatoes and my grow bags. But I still love her. Here, let me see. You want out? I'll let you out, puppy, if that's what you want. Is that what you want? No? Why? Because I got up and opened the door? You changed your mind? But I have 12 10-gallon grow bags. 6 of them were on the ground, and the other 6 were up on the thing. The 2-tier step growing thing I built. And there was soil and potatoes everywhere. And I don't know if she did it, or if a possum did it, or a squirrel did it. But I'm thinking she did it. But I got it all put back together, and then I put it out of her reach. I do not believe it. Lies, lies. No, it's not lies. But she's still my baby. Tell me my dogs lay down and hush, and then they always have to have the last word in. Oh yeah, she does that. She does that a lot. And if there's more than two people in a room talking together, well, y'all have seen her. If Megan is in here, and we're both trying to talk, she's doing her huffing and puffing and walking in a circle. Ruh-roh. But digging is fun, Mom. Yeah, especially when it has blood meal in it. That's the only time I can't keep her out of the garden, is if I put fresh blood meal around any of the plants or any of the beds or grow bags. It drives her insane. Usually if the plant is big enough, she won't even fool with it. She wouldn't even get into the tomato plants to chase the stupid squirrel. The squirrels here are terrible right now. Digging up my lettuce plants. Huge holes dug in the garden boxes. Yep. I have seen it. I have holes dug up. They bury their pecans. And like I said, I watched them last year steal tomatoes off my tomato plant and sit in a tree and eat them. We had one squirrel take a tomato and climb the 6-foot fence and sit on top of the fence with it. Then he set it down on the fence post and he went to get another one. I had my 4-year stroke anniversary yesterday. Yay for me. Well, hey, that 4 years of still being here. Congratulations. That is something to celebrate. Bye, y'all. Got to get the kiddos to bed. Then I'm setting up a new camera. Alright, How to Garden. Thank you so much for coming by. We're not going to be on but a few more minutes anyway, because Brett and Amy Broussard go live at 8. So I want to make sure I'm off of here by then. That's a good day then, right? Health is awesome. Indeed, most definitely. How does my foster dad always says it? Any day on this side of the grass is a good day. And I'd have to agree. Most definitely. Yep, yep, yep. Rather be on this side than the other. Oh my gosh, the boy rescue terror. We could not turn around and enjoy going to the trash, especially, and embarrassing enough during our daughter's time of the... Yes. We're still having a problem of what to do with our trash can to keep both the dogs out of it. I'm going to jump off so I can eat dinner before Brett and Amy go live. Good to see everyone. Alright, Miss Patty. I'm fixing it into here in 3 minutes myself, because I always like to give everybody at least 15 minutes before my live to get to Brett's live. I bought guns. I've got regular guns, but I need a BB gun with a scope so I can get squirrels in the butt with it. I kept sitting out there last year thinking, oh, if I just had a BB gun rifle, I'm going to go pow. Pop that squirrel in the butt. At least enough to scare it off. Well, we have tons of squirrels. And they're always digging in the garden. But I've caught possums doing it too. I even seen a turtle in the yard. Not in the garden, but in the yard. In the same vicinity. And that sucker was like that big around. Getting old is not fun, but the alternative isn't good. Oh, you said that right. I'd rather grow old than not grow. Get one that you can put pellets in. Yeah. But I like to have a rifle with a scope. Because I don't think even if it's a pistol, I like to have a little scope on it. Because I don't think my eyesight's that good to be hitting a little furry butt target. Get one that you can put pellets in. I got a pellet gun for for that, but now I'm afraid of damaging our new vinyl fencing. Yeah. Well, we have, see, we have wood on this side and chain link on this side, the way it corners up, and then my garden's in that corner. I'd have to be careful because I wouldn't want something too powerful to go into the neighbor's yard. Because, you know, they got kids and whatnot, and there's animals, and I ain't into hurting nobody. I just want the squirrels out of my garden. I even thought of building some kind of fence, you know, with a roof, a top on it. That way, bees and whatnot can still get in, but birds and squirrels and possums and rats can't. But that would take a lot of money. I need a pellet gun quite in the city. I thought about it. I might do that. Just get me a pellet gun and sit out there. Rachel quit growing years ago, but she still can't grow old. Tell me about it. Actually, I am growing old. I'll be 49 in July. Just can't, or just throw corn in your neighbor's yard and the squirrels will visit them instead. I don't think my neighbors would like that too much. Those rubber BBs might work. Do they still sell them? I think so. That ain't a bad idea, though. Well, it's 7:45, y'all. Oops, corn bombs. It's 7:45. I'm going to go ahead and end it here so we have a 15-minute intermission before Brett and Amy go on. And we'll have to look into rubber BBs. Or maybe paintball. But I'm going to go ahead and end this here. See y'all in 15. Night all. Love you, Rachel. I love you too, girl. Quick, grab the popcorn. Right. Y'all have a good one. See y'all Saturday night. God bless and peace.